Welcome back. So, this week I want to touch on an important topic in music production, and that's going to be our grooves. And grooves are important because they lay out what the song outline is going to be. It's like the backbone of the song. And these are usually defined by the drums. So, let's just go over and take a look at this genre BPM outline. And so, we have the tempo of the genres that we have here. And so you can go over this as you'd like, but hip hop would generally be at like 60 to 100, house 115 to 130. That's like a very danceable BPM, and house is dance music. So it makes sense that, EDM or even house songs are typically in this range. Obviously, dubstep can be a little bit faster, and trance and techno a little bit faster, and then drum and bass is really fast here. But take this with a grain of salt. Like, obviously, you can have hip hop songs that are at 120 BPM. So, as we get into our grooves here, let's just take a look at this basic pattern. So that's a very basic drum beat. And so if we were to, move this kick over, that makes it even more simple. And so right now this is just like a two-step beat. But just keep in mind how the placement of just one instrument can totally change what the groove feels like. The next one we have here is going to be our dubstep beat, and this is like a slower dubstep groove. So we've got it at 126. And next groove that we have here is going to be our Jersey club beat, and this is a very common beat for club beats. And you can tell it's a Jersey beat just with the kick. You don't even need all the extra stuff on top. So boom, 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 boom. Very simple, easy to make, but very effective. Now we'll go on to our drill. So this is like a UK drill groove. All right, and then we've got our reggaeton, and I'm gonna bring the tempo down to 108 for this one. You can really feel the groove with that one. Next one, we just have our simple hip hop. So hip hop's a little bit slower. Let's bring it down to 95 BPM. Cool. And then next one, we have our house beat. So, just 4 on the floor. Bring the tempo to 127 here. Very dancey. And then last one we got here is going to be our techno beat, and this is going to be a steady beat, and at 133 BPM. And house and techno are very closely related, so we could even layer our house beat on top of our techno beat and get an even more amplified techno beat. Cool. So now that we have a good understanding of grooves and why would we want to create a great groove, because it's the total backbone of our songs, we can start to create our own grooves. But before we do that, I want to find a song that we really enjoy and try to recreate a 8-bar loop of that song. So I've picked a song here, and what I'm going to do is just create a 8-bar loop. So let's say this part, and try to find a song that has like pretty good drums that aren't like too complicated to recreate. Maybe don't pick like a Skrillex track that just has like an insane, drum pattern, but try to pick one that, will challenge you, and line up the song with the BPM. So we got like a house track here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I think we're a little out of time here, so just going to line it up. So first things first is we're going to need a kick. And if you don't have access to the sample folders yet, please just ask me about that, and I can get you some samples. This Cashmere pack here should have most of the drums that we need to complete this assignment. So I'm going to try to find a kick that works. So since this is a house track, it's just going to be a simple 4 on the floor. And even though that I'm doing an 8-bar loop in total, I'm just going to focus on this 4 bars here and really try to hone in on what sounds I hear. So here, a clap. And sometimes what you can do is, if you're having trouble finding out what instruments are in the track, try to split it up by frequency bands. So I'm just going to cut out like all the low end. Okay, so I hear another percussion. It's like a clap before the clap that's a little lower in volume. So right. And then once you have your drum groove, just go ahead and resample it. So take the loop here and solo the group and resample the drum loop. And then take the groove that you've just created, and also take the section that you're trying to recreate and upload them to the Google Drive, and I'll take a look at them and see how you did. Don't worry about getting the sounds exactly right now. Just try to really focus on getting the groove right. And this will help you get an understanding of how great grooves are created, and will help you get started on creating some great songs.